This is the impact Sudan's worst flooding in a century has had on farms along the Nile. 3 weeks after the river burst its banks, millions of acres of farmland are still waterlogged. The deluge has left farmers devastated. We met Hamid Abdel Alim in his flooded farmhouse. For generations, his family has been dependent on this land.
Our entire harvest has gone with the water. We are forced to sell the little we've managed to salvage as fodder for livestock and at very low prices.
While farmers, especially along the River Nile, often rely on some flooding during the rainy season to grow crops, the flooding this year has been disastrous. Tijani Musa Ali's field of maize, groundnuts, potatoes and pulses have been destroyed.
The devastation has been almost everywhere in the country. Almost every region is afflicted. We can only pray to God. The government can't help everyone.
Sudan's Ministry of Agriculture says it has sent teams across the country to investigate the full extent of the damage of the floods on crops and farms, even as it prepares to repair flood defenses along the River Nile to ensure it doesn't bust its banks again. Economic sanctions on Sudan mean its foreign currency earnings are minimal, so buying more food to plug the gap is not an option. This week, the government declared an economic emergency following a dramatic plunge in the value of the national currency, the Sudanese pound. The Labour Minister who heads the country's disaster management committee says they have a plan.
What we're trying to do is basically see what needs to be done now and how can we approach the different, we've got basically been talking to World Bank, how can we support an assessment so that they can help rebuild, how can we try to support people to go back to their lives, and I think with, I want to say that in Sudan, private sector, civil society, everybody works together.
Back at the farms, Hamid and his 2 sons get maize stalks ready to be sent to the market. But they say it may take some time before they can piece their lives back together. Mohammed, Adow, Aljazeera, Khartoum.